Hi, my name is Elise Blatchford, and I'm the professor of flute at the University of Memphis, Rudi Scheidt School of Music. And I just played for you the excerpts from the WTSBOA All-State 9th and 10th grade honor band audition for flute. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some tips and suggestions that might help you to play this in the audition. So the very first thing, we'll look at the first piece, the first short piece. Make sure that you are thinking about your tempo before you start. And the reason I say that is that it's really common for people to start this too fast. It's only marked at 112, and that's really not that fast. It's actually kind of a medium tempo. So be sure to keep that tempo in your brain before you start. You might regret if you start too fast and then find that you can't handle it by the end. The judge is going to be listening for accuracy of articulation, so that means that you need to make sure that you're slurring where you're supposed to be slurring and tonguing where you're supposed to be tonguing. Let's see, they're also going to be listening to the accuracy and integrity of your rhythm and pulse, so I would be sure to practice this with a metronome. Be sure to bring out the accents in this piece. There are a lot of different accents in the first excerpt, so make sure that you're showing where those are. For the two fermatas in bar 5, I've chosen to breathe in between the two notes, and there are a lot of different ways that this could be done. Some people breathe later, some people breathe earlier, some people don't breathe at all, and I just feel like it's a nice place to pause and reset. I also hold the second one a little bit longer than the first one. So there are a lot of ways that this can be handled. Experiment with how you want to handle this measure. In the second piece, be sure to carry the F sharp accidental forward in measure 12. So in the second slow, the slow movement, the last note in measure 12 should be an F sharp. Let's see. While the 30-second notes might seem intimidating at first, they really aren't that fast. They should sound melodic, and they should sound like you could sing them. They're really not supposed to be crazy fast. So if you aren't sure about how fast it's supposed to go, consult your metronome, put on a subdivision, and just be careful that you're not rushing or slowing down for those. Finally, there is a retard at the end of this one, and just make sure that you're actually doing it. Okay, so the third work, the third little excerpt, needs to have a bouncy and bright feel. Again, make sure that you're tonguing where you're supposed to be tonguing and slurring where you're supposed to be slurring. There are D flats in this piece. This is an A flat major, so you might want to mark some of the D flats in here. It's often trips people up. The dynamic change in bar 27 from forte to mezzo piano is pretty important, so you should make sure to practice both of those different dynamics. Make sure that you're really playing a strong forte at the beginning and that you're really playing a sweet, softer mezzo piano for those other things. And then, of course, there's a crescendo in bar 31. You want to make the most out of that crescendo. All of these pieces on the page are going to benefit from your slow and thoughtful practice, and also from marking things in with a pencil. Use a metronome with all of them, but above all, I want you to strive to sound expressive and musical with all three of these. Like, you're a human being. I want you to sound like a human being that has something artistic to say. So think about how you can do that. Listen to a lot of music and practice well. Good luck to everyone, and see you at All West.